Uwaga, uwaga! Zaczynamy program Poza Rządem.
Program o organizacjach pozarządowych. Dzisiaj reprezentujemy STRIM, audycja EVS Streaming Live. Będziemy rozmawiać o wolontariacie europejskim. Zaczniemy od tego, że porozmawiamy tak bardzo ogólnie o tym, czym jest wolontariat, a będzie to możliwe dzięki Nazarenie, która jest tutaj dzisiaj ze mną. Tak w ogóle to ja mam na imię Irmina, pracuję w STRIMie, jestem też wolontariuszką i zapraszam Was na inaugurację, na powrót po wakacjach, po długiej przerwie do naszego programu. Co miesiąc będziemy się spotykać z wolontariuszami, którzy przybyli tutaj z zagranicy do Krakowa, pracują w przeróżnych instytucjach, w przedszkolach, w bibliotece, głównie to jest praca z dziećmi i realizują właśnie swój projekt wolontariatu europejskiego. Po co? Co ich tu sprowadziło? Jakie są ich motywacje? Jakie są ich oczekiwania? Czy im się podoba w Polsce? Jakby o tym wszystkim będziemy rozmawiać.
Poza Rządem. Program o organizacjach pozarządowych.
We were just talking during the break that actually it's quite nice to be here on the radio.
Yes, I can confirm it. It's my first time, and at first I was a bit stressed, but actually it's really good. I don't know, probably thanks to Irmina, and her great experience already with the radio program.
I would not exaggerate about this, but
no, it's true. It's true.
Okay, and I also confirm it's really nice to be here. And let's not forget about our main goal, like the topic of our conversation, yes, which is EVS. And we're trying to show you that it's not that complicated and that it's worth it to apply for this kind of project. And also, like we want and we will stress that the STRIM Association can help you to organize that. And we've been discussing, trying to answer like some simple questions, like what exactly can you do, how is it organized, and where can you go. And now the time is like to answer the question, for how long. So yeah, I would just ask my guest again the routine, but she's prepared. She knew it.
I studied. So
for how long can we go for this project?
Yeah, there are projects called short-term project and also long-term project. So you can be on an EVS from 2 weeks to up to 12 months. So you have a wide choice. I mean, it depends on the time you are willing to spend abroad volunteering. You can decide within a vast number of projects and also a vast number of months. So, yeah, the choice is yours.
It's also important maybe to mention that it can be like totally up to you, as we are saying, I mean, up to the volunteer to choose because the organization he's contacting, it's like willing, it's flexible to adapt. But also there are some organizations like STRIM as a coordinating organization that organization who put some like time frames and they like, consequently and regularly organize projects and host volunteers. So then the volunteer or the person who wants to be a volunteer has to fit somehow. That's why it's very good to, the communication is the key as always. And it's very good to just to be prepared, actually, to be conscious that maybe sometimes you need to find this like compromise and you really need to like fit, with your needs and with the needs of the organization. Yeah, and like another very important part, and I think actually this part related about the costs of the projects or related with the lack of the cost of the projects for the volunteer. It's a very important part, and I think we could we should actually like develop it and it will also, I think it will also encourage you to participate because it's quite positive and the care the volunteer receive, it's quite wide and developed. So maybe if you could start and then I will add something or
Yes. So, the volunteer receives free accommodation and free health insurance, and also free means for local transportations normally. So it can be a bicycle as well as the monthly ticket for the transportations. So it depends on the city, of course, you will be sent to. Also, the organization provides the volunteer with money for food and pocket money. It has to be stressed that this pocket money is counted depending on the hosting country. So, for example, a volunteer in Poland will not receive probably the same amount of pocket money as a volunteer in France, for example, because of course the living costs are different, and also the costs that the volunteer should then face during his staying or her staying here. So the only thing that the volunteer might have to pay is a small part of the travel expenses, which anyway will be reimbursed up to 90% of the overall amount. So I think it's still quite a good deal anyway.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there is a special calculator, and it's possible even before your departure to calculate how much of your costs can be refunded. It depends from the distance between the sending city and the hosting organization. I mean, once you get interested, you can discover all these things. Like there is a very important document, Erasmus Plus guide.
Huge one.
A huge one, yes. But for those who are interested, like how much could be refunded depending from the country, like you can also, like we will mention it later, that you can, for this kind of small question and specific things to know, you can simply, address it to us, to Nazarena or me or whoever working in STRIM. We could check this kind of things for you. But it's very important that this program, this project, like in particular EVS, it's addressed to young people. It doesn't matter their starting conditions. Let's say they how it's called, welfare, yeah, but the material, the financial situation, yeah, this is what I mean.
Wealth.
Yeah, the wealth. Yeah, thank you. So the idea is that we are all equal, and that people who have some life difficulties or difficult financial situation, they still can apply, because on the place the volunteer is provided with quite everything. Of course, the amount of money which is managed by the organization or the volunteer himself for life, it depends, both pocket money and the grant for the cost of life, it depends from the country. It might happen that this is not enough, and then but in many situations that's right enough for for living, for realizing your project. And at least as far as I know, in EU countries it's working pretty well. So it's voluntary service, so the volunteer of course is not paid any regular salary, but still I would say that what you take out of it, what you receive, the possibilities you are provided with, the learning possibilities, and all other social and cultural experience you can get, it is a quite fair deal for what you have to contribute, because it's more that you contribute with your skills, your energy, your motivation, and your openness, and you are helped and supported. You receive the conditions to to make the best out of it, of your project, of yourself during this time. So it's I think we could talk about the possibilities and the advantages for quite a long time. But like going back to some more practical aspect, I wanted to tell you in few words some like very basic about how to organize this kind of projects, like what to do actually to go for EVS, because we just like repeating, or I keep repeating myself that this is like easy, it's open, the age range it's wide. Okay, but some more practical information. So first of all, what is great that you're not expected to have any like language tests or some skills tests, whatever. I mean, of course, it's very good to know English, which is very often like the everyday work language. But like, no one tests it, no one is interested no one is asking you to prove it. So that's already great. And like what you have to do once you're motivated and interested, and we hope you will be after listening to our program today, is to find an organization who, you need to find a hosting organization and a sending organization. Sending here in Poland, providing that you're living here in Poland, let's say in Krakow. So you need to have an organization who could help you with the application process and with the arrangement of your departure. And you need to find the hosting organization. And so hosting organization is the place, is the place where you want to work when you want to realize your project. And it's possible to find them on the database. It's called EVS database, and or in Polish EVS, so VVS Baza Wolontariatu. And you can search for the accredited organizations. You can like search this base depending from the country or depending from the project, from the type of the activity you want to realize, let's say work with children or environment or whatever. And like this first step to find both sending and hosting organization, it's very, very important, and that's like all in the hands of the future volunteer, of you. Because you need to contact the organization which you choose, the hosting one, and arrange with them through emails or Skype or phone, however you want. Like you need to contact them and convince them that you are the proper person, the proper guy they're looking for, that you would fit the organization, that you like the project, and so on. And that can be quite challenging because, as you can imagine, there are more volunteers or people who want to be the volunteers than the organizations. I mean, it's normal. But in practice, with some like good motivation letter and with lot of like persistence, because you also need some time to find the proper organization, and with motivation, like you can manage. And if you are in contact, in touch with with hosting organization, and they want you and you want them, and you both agree on the duration of the time of the project, then there need to be an application prepared, and in this your sending organization co-works with hosting organizations and they work on it. The very important thing is that there are only 3 deadlines per year when you can apply with the projects, when your hosting and sending organizations can apply. I can say for now, for this passing year, that it was the beginning of February, then April and October. And once your sending or hosting organization apply, your the start of your project can be planned no earlier than 3 months after the application deadline. What means in practice that, let's say now you get really interested and you start to search for the organizations and you get in touch with the organization where you want to go. Then you contact STRIM and you have the sending organization. We can apply with your project on the beginning of February, and then you cannot, like the start of your project, so you cannot leave earlier than February, March, April, May. Then May, late May 2016. So these are the conditions of the national agencies of the program. Once you apply, you wait for the decision, because your project can be accepted or rejected. And the body who decides, it's called national agency. And like in most of the, or in all of the program countries, there is the organization responsible for dividing the money and granting projects. So of course, like in life, not all of them can be granted, but you wait for the decision, let's say 1.5 months or 2 months, and if your project is granted, then, you know, just like there is a moment of big euphoria and success, and you can just start your preparation and to prevent everyone that you're going abroad and you change your life and everything. Well, it might sound a bit complicated, but the reality and the practice is not that scary. I mean, there is some bureaucracy and some, you know, procedures, and it takes some time before you go actually for the project. But we think, and I hope you also agree, Nazarena, that it's still worthy of it.
It is worth it, definitely. Yes, you have to, of course, respect the deadlines and wait for an answer, which can arrive sooner or later, but it arrives, so don't worry.
Yeah, Nazarena is the best proof, and also our future
Yes.
volunteers who will come here to talk about their experience. They are like, you know, the best proofs that it's working actually. I've also done the EVS myself, so I can also confirm it 100%. And yeah, I think we still have some time, and we will try to somehow just to sum it up, to wrap it up what was said here. And maybe maybe I would just like not to forget, I just wanted to say that for all the questions like you might come up with, or if someone could be like really, you know, motivated, interested to go for this project, or to know more, or to just to sit with us and to think like together, you know, what can be done and when, we would strongly encourage you to just to visit our office, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, I can give you now the office hours, the office opening hours. So we are open from on Monday and Wednesdays from 9 till 6, and on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 to 5. And I will try to say the address now, but
Bravo.
please don't laugh
I
at
support
me.
you. My fingers are crossed.
So ulica Pawlikowskiego 5/5.
Yes.
Yes.
Bardzo ładnie. Pawlikowskiego 5/5. Tam jest właśnie nasze biuro STRIM-u, our office in the center of Krakow. So, I mean, you're more than invited to come there. And, you know, just as I said, to sit and talk with us, because that's our everyday job. That's our work. That's our mission, to help you if you're interested. And yeah, we have quite experience with that. Maybe not me personally, but there are people who've been like preparing and sending a lot of volunteers abroad. Yeah. And
I just wanted to add that if you have some curiosity, just that you are not able to come to the office in a short time, and you want to gather some information, we have the website, so STRIM website, and also the Facebook page that you can just find typing EVS STRIM, and the same STRIM on Google, and you will find our website. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, we're pretty open, and we would be really happy if some of you would like get interested, in this idea. And as I've done the EVS project myself, like from time to time, I'm asking myself actually, what if. Well, I'm not asking myself if, but how it changed my life, and how it was, like what was worthy about this, and why would I recommend it. And like I saw that like with time, my perspective, is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see more and more different things, like how I did benefit. But like personally for me, the most important thing was the work experience, to gain some proper like social work experience. And actually because of that experience, I decided to go for a master from social work itself, so somehow it really like influenced me. And the second thing was that that long like stay abroad, because I stayed 11 months, and I was dealing with different life problems, like in the local community I stayed with. Like I was helping in the like training center, but actually I dealt with different like social groups, and many things was happening during my projects. I realized that it's very challenging, it's super interesting for me, but it's not always easy to live in like multicultural environment, which I went there and I created this, and I had to like adapt and interact, and it was really great, but also difficult. And now I'm thinking of you and of the other volunteers who will come here, and I'm really glad that and I have to tell you that like my impression is that you're really like doing well here, that you try to find, everyone tries to find like his or her way to understand this reality. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you criticize, but I think this like, maybe we didn't mention before, but this like international aspect and the challenge because of the international like environment, this exchange which is like constantly going on between us, it's super important. And for all people who could be interested in doing EVS, just be open for something new and different, and sometimes difficult but beautiful.
Yes, I confirm every word.
Very nice, thank you. All right, so thank you Nazarena for coming,
Thank you.
for creating this program with me. And we were supposed to do some like wrapping up, but then I will just say again, because now we run out of time. Come to STRIM or contact us on Facebook, or just whatever, call us, come, write us. We are open and we are here to tell you more. And I hope you will listen our next program. It will be in 1 month, more or less. I will invite again EVS volunteers, and we are going to talk the most probable about the cultural shock. And it's going to be very interesting. Thank you for tonight. Thank you, Nazarena.
Thank you for the invitation.
So we just say bye with another song. And it could be, it could be thanks, very difficult, thanks Nuyabes Temp by 01. Thank you. It was EVS Streaming Live. Good night.